Hello everyone, I'd like to greet you here and welcome you here at our comics creating project final presentation. Hey, you can send me emojis to support me because I'm a little bit nervous. Introductory word to all of you. Valeria.
Thanks a lot. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all to this fascinating event. Actually, I'm feeling excited and I do hope you are sharing my feelings. Today is the first time when the students will present their comics as the end product of the project work. I'd like to emphasize that project work is a key component of English language learning at the university. And why do we focus on project work and engage students in it? First, adopting a project-based teaching approach helps energize the curriculum. Besides, project work enables students to bridge language skills with their interests and real-life experience, to reset students' attitude to language learning and make it meaningful. Another important thing is that the process leading to the end product of project work provide opportunities for students to develop their confidence and independence and to demonstrate their imagination and creativity. I'm grateful for your valuable time you spent participating in the comics creating project. Good luck and let's have fun.
I need to introduce other guests. Inosha Vikrama is an alumna and mentor of American English Virtual Exchange Comics course Winter-Fall 2020.
I didn't plan anything, but hello everybody. I took the AEVX Comics course with Yulia last year, I think. Was it the year before? And that is how we know each other. I am an access teacher in Sri Lanka. I also teach university level students, but mostly IT and computer. But I am a lifelong comic reader. So I'm looking forward to all your comics. I want to see what you have produced. And Julia tells me I have to choose the best one, which I don't like, because I think everybody's work is equally important. So I will be looking to see which comics are creative, and I'm always open to surprises.
Let me talk about the project a little bit. I decided to present project in numbers here. Initially, 70 students started and they were willing to participate. So I created 18 teams on Pixton. Pixton is the main platform that we use to create comics. But of course, only 41 students and 11 comics were chosen. Initially, we presented 5 topics for research, all of them devoted to global issues like climate change, COVID-19, education trajectories, voluntary work, and inclusiveness. But only 4 topics gripped attention of our students. That's climate change, COVID-19, education trajectories, and voluntary work. I'd like to introduce Amna. Amna, we cannot hear you. You are muted. Yeah, Amna is an alumna and mentor of American English Virtual Exchange Comics course 2020. So Amna, would you tell a couple of words to our students who are going to present their projects today?
Absolutely. I am really looking forward to seeing some creativity from all of you. And it's great to see that you're focusing on global issues. These are things which bring us all together because somewhere or the other, we're all part of the big picture, right? So I'm really looking forward to everything. Be very, very confident. You have worked really hard, and I'm sure all the effort that you've put in is going to come out today and everybody is going to absolutely love it. And best of luck. I'm excited.
Global issues then, guys. And without any further ado, let's proceed to the first group. And the first comics team is Sofia, Christina, Anastasia, and Elena. Yes, and the comics topic is COVID-19. So let's start with COVID-19 then. Please share your screen.
Hello, today our group wants to present the comic project on the theme COVID-19. Perhaps we need to start with the characteristic of our character. It's Louis. He is 19 years old and he lives in England.
COVID-19 firstly appeared in the end of 2019. This virus had taken the lives of millions of people. The whole world fell into darkness. People needed a hero in 2019.
Louis made his superhero costume and was ready to save the world. Suddenly he saw an old woman who got the coronavirus. He gave her the cure. She was successfully healed, and now it was time to save the rest of the world.
No, thank you. I have just wanted to greet the girls with the initiation and the fact that they were the first. I think that it was really difficult for them, to present it. Thank you, girls. It was really nice.
Okay, so first things first, I really wanted to congratulate them on the work that they had put together. I really like the choice of color schemes that they had in the panels. We could see the transition, how dramatic the portion was. It was illustrated by the brightness of the panels that they had chosen. And then how, when things got better, we could see more lighter tones in the panels that they had selected. So I really like that they had a good eye for design in the animations and the design that they added into their panels. So I really wanted to mention that. So good work and well done.
Team is Altinai, Anna, Chulpan, and Dinara, and their topic is education trajectories.
Good afternoon. Today we present you our project on the topic education trajectories. We will tell you about our superhero, about his story of how he acquired super strength, and about the global problem of education. We made a small comics, but we put the most important thing there.
One day he came back home and he was struck by lightning. When he woke up in hospital, he felt the emotions of other people very keenly.
A new director came to the school. He is a very strict and demanding person. He decided that children were not learning enough and that they should learn more by dividing the children into specific classes. So our superhero came to the rescue.
Then gathered all the children to unite and solve the problem together. The superhero, with the help of his power, gave everyone motivation and self-confidence. The students unite and start spreading this problem on the internet. This information reached the news, and the Ministry of Education decided to switch to specialized education.
So thank you, girls and teachers, for this creative work. And my conclusion is that such students, such pupils need teachers with superpower. Especially we teachers or professors at university, only that have the superpower will be able to communicate to such intelligent and creative students, I think.
I like the comic. I like the way they used a lot of the backgrounds in Pixton, like the hospital, the school, all that. And I still understand, as a teacher in real life, we don't have a superhero.
Sure. My question was that while I was looking at your superhero, one of the powers was understanding emotions of students, reading emotions and interpreting emotions. So my question is, how did you come up with the idea of incorporating reading emotions as a superpower? Feel emotions already. So what made you utilize it as a superpower? That's my question.
We choose such superpower because we watched some serials and their superpower if is feeling emotions is very popular.
Emotions are there, but we humans can project different emotions and feel different emotions at the same time. So it really does take a superpower, which is empathy in a way. that if we all have it, then we'll be able to look at others' deeper or inner felt emotions as well, not just what people are projecting. So I love the concept. Well done. Thank you.
The next team is, and their topic is climate change. That's Ani, Maria, Daniil, and Anna.
Comic Baya and the Ozone Holes. Thanks. The comic will tell a story about Baya. He is a Martian who has always had the ability to fly, like any Martian. Mm, but it so happens that after hitting the Earth through the ozone hole, while cleaning up space debris from the Earth's orbit, he gets a new power. He gets the ability to close the ozone holes with adhesive plasters.
Logic is a mechanic who helps Bio to solve problems, and he is also a Martian.
Let's start.
I see it. It's terrible.
Adhesive plasters.
Great job, Bio. Oh no, it doesn't work. Have to use all my power.
To activate the plaster?
Finally, but it's only a matter of time.
You are amazing. You've closed the biggest ozone hole in the world.
Guys, let's help our plan together. Only we can't. The end.
Hey, ladies, that was fun. I liked the voice effects you had for teleportation, for the laser gun. That was fun. I just have a small question. Why are your characters males? You could have had lady superheroes and voiced them. That would have been perfect. Why is it you're waiting for the man to come and save you?
Your comment?
Okay, so I would agree with Anosha. I really love the reading of the dialogues and the sound effects that were accompanying them. That really added, to the dramatics and theatrics of your presentation. Sure. And great work.
Their comic is about education trajectories. Mentor is Anna Yurievna Levinkova. Unfortunately, she didn't manage to join us today, but it's Rita and Timur. Timur, I'm here for you, and Anna Yurievna is here as well. So are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, wonderful.
Hello, everybody. I'm Timur Salahov.
And I, Rita Gusyanova.
We want to present you a comic strip, Yulia and the Sides of Tyumen. This is Yulia, and it's our character. She's a student at the Tyumen State University, and she has superpowers.
She gained her powers during an experiment in research center, and now she knows everything about the history and science of the world.
But how much do you know about the history and the sites of at least our city, Tyumen? We conducted a survey and the results disappoint us.
We interviewed 50 people, and most of them know little about the science and the history of Tyumen. This is a problem, and we have a solution.
Julia was an ordinary student of Tyumen State University, just like you and me. One day she agreed to participate in a state experiment. Under the pretext of testing a new vaccine, Julia ended up in a research center. But she was deceived. With the help of the ultramodern serum, she was introduced to knowledge of the history of the whole world. Just for the sake of the experiment, science have created a walking encyclopedia.
Don't you understand? This place holds so much knowledge. There are many places with the interesting history of Tyumen.
Like what?
Let me show you something.
And we are sorry that we treated the cultural heritage of Tyumen badly. Yulia, you were right. There are so many interesting things.
Thank you, boys. It's important to appreciate the cultural heritage in our city. and it's really interesting to study.
Yeah, thank you very much. So that you presented, you actually, that's a tour around Tyumen in a very creative way, because I used to be like a tour guide, like providing excursions in the English language, and you are my supporters now.
Guys, thank you very much for this story. I'm so proud of Tyumen, and you know I have never seen anything in comics, especially the history of Tyumen. So it's our first experience, I think, yeah? And it will be great for students, for younger children, yeah, to watch such comics and to get some information on the history of Tyumen.
I like this comic. I learned a lot, especially about the square with the cats. I like cats, so I think that's going to be something to visit. I also like the solution. You don't need superpowers for the solution. Someone without superpowers can also implement it. And that's what I like about the problem you're solving.
Okay, so for me, this was actually really insightful to get to know about what are some of the amazing places that your city actually has on offer. And like Anusha said, I absolutely agree. The fact that you've used them very smartly in the backgrounds to show, and I love how your characters blend with the backgrounds really well. They don't look out of place at all in any of the panels. I like how you've managed to, choose the right angles of the places that you have, the pictures that you've selected as well. For something like this, you have to pick pictures quite smartly. They should fit well into your panels. So I really like how you've done that. And yes, again, a fantastic idea. You can definitely add more about your university, or you can incorporate university tour aspect into this as well, and can probably, use that to encourage more people to come to your city and to visit your university. So absolutely love the idea. Well done.
So this volunteer work by Vlada and Nastya, and their mentor, Elena Leonidovna. All right, you see, that's me, always there with all the students, keeping them company.
The theme of our project is voluntary work and abandoned animals, the aim of our presentation today.
Despite the fact that our character fauna is fictional, each human can become a so-called superhero. Every person should contribute to the maintenance of shelters and give succor to abandoned and homeless pets.
All right. So the team is Tatiana, Valeria, and two ants.
In this, the superhero finds a place where he constructs two machines. The first machine clears the seas of pollution. The water has gone through 3 stages of processing. The second machine cools the air and froze the melting glaciers.
Thank you very much. No comments, no questions. It means everything is clear and we can move on. All right, somebody, and that's Amna. Yes, Amna, you're welcome to share.
Yes, I just wanted to quickly talk about the panels here. So, some of the initial panels that were rather, focused on the white backgrounds, and they were telling us about the colder parts of the world, and then the switch to the green panels. I like the transition of the color over there. It did get more colorful towards the end, so I really like that. So I wanted to comment on that portion of the design element. The story, however, yes, it was short and simple, and it was easy to understand. So yes, that's also one thing. It was short and it was easy to understand. Yeah.
Thank
well
you
done,
very
guys.
much.
Yeah, actually, Carlos indicated the stages until the superhero saved the world. Thank you very much. Right, the next one is, we've got quite a bit left. I believe it's Anna, Eduard, Natalia, Valeria, and Ksenia. Are you ready to present? Here you go. We've got
yes, I'm
Eduard.
here.
Yeah. I wanted to share your class photo. All right. Yeah, here you go. Please present.
Hello everyone, we want to present you our project. Our project is dedicated to the topic of volunteering, and it's our main character. Her name is Volantis. She is a girl who can make a person happier with one touch.
Volantis started helping people. One day she met an old lady who told her about her misfortune. This woman was lonely and suffered from it. Volantis tried to convince her and decided to use her ability. So she gave the woman hope that everything is not so bad.
All right, for me, what I really liked was the transitions. Yes, the fact that you had divided your comic between the members.
Oh, the next comic is about climate change as well. That's by Vadim, Polina, Yesenia, and Victoria. Mentor is Elena Leonidovna.
This is Adam. One of the most important things for a superhero is his accessories. Let us talk about what Adam uses. First, this is mask. It protects his eyes from the wind during flights. Secondly, his boots help him fly. What's more, its high-tech gloves allow him to read the CO2 content.
We believe that anyone can be a superhero. Therefore, in order to show respect for all groups of people, we made our protagonists have dwarfism.
Adam's organization has been able to create a new generation of solar batteries that will reduce the use of fuel and...
Thank you very much, guys. You try to solve our climate change problem. Right, and if you do not have any comments, any more questions, I would like to move on and introduce another team. Okay, look here. It's not just a team, it's Kirill's avatar and me accompanying Kirill.
That our hero would be very useful in our time because climate problems often arise in our world.
Tom has always spent a lot of time in his laboratory, inventing ways to combat the greenhouse effect.
But I think you had enough material for a series of comics.
Okay, so before we go forward, I just wanted to say that, like Anosha said, that there was plenty of material. How important, while you were conceiving your plot line, how important do you feel was the balance between the superhero's personal story and the issue addressed? How did you plan to divide your plot between the two?
And the next one is the comic about COVID-19 by Stepan and Vladimir. Stepan, Vladimir, are you ready to present?
This story is about young man's fight against COVID-19. His life didn't differ from lives of other people, but one day everything changed.
And when he wanted to show him people who were still sick and dying, he got free and wanted to continue the fight. But immediately whereafter, he was defeated by Masked Man.
Thank you for raising awareness on this one. You are here. Are you ready to present?
Yes, of course.
All right, the floor is yours. Go ahead, please. And we're looking forward to seeing your comic.
Roshan, start, please.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to present our comic. It will be the first experience. Now we want to tell you about our superhero. Okay, scientists from all over the world have been looking for candidates for the post of superhero for many years. They carefully watched every person suitable for them. And one day they decide that only he would save their world.
In the end, our hero solves the problems and saves the whole world. Jake has become a symbol of life. People from all over the world were grateful to our hero. But the world is developing and new problems are emerging. I wonder what is awaiting our hero in the future.
Then my final word today, thanks a lot. It has gone a little bit further than we expected and took a little bit longer to present your great masterpieces, to be honest, but we enjoyed every moment of that. I would like to say special thanks to my dearest guests, Anna and Inosha, who stayed till the end. Thanks a lot for dedicating your time and evaluating work of our students. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks to Valeria and Elena Leonidovna, who stayed from the very beginning to the end. And thanks to those of you who participated in such a wonderful project, which have probably helped you to to feel the grounds and to see what worries people around the world. Maybe you learned something new preparing this project, and the outcome was impressive indeed.
I had fun. It was nice. Thank you for inviting me, Yulia. And it was really nice to hear your students speak and see what their superheroes are. Also, it's dinner time. I have 7. They're going to eat me.
Yeah, run. Okay, thanks a lot, Masha, for joining us today. Amna, please.
All right. Once again, I want to thank you for having me, and it has been a pleasure. It was great to see all of the hard work everybody put in, and I would just like to leave you all with a few tips for your future presentations. Whenever you have an interesting project coming up, whether you're working individually or in teams, research your topic, know your audience, design your plot and brainstorm on it as much as you can, and then try to structure it. That will always help you to make sure that what you have in your mind transitions beautifully into the medium that you have chosen. In this case, since it was comics, right? So try to look up more resources and always practice. Practice time management, practice how much of your pronunciation and intonation and voice clarity is playing a role in the way you present, right? So all of that will always help you before you go and face the music, right? So just a few tips for the future. It was great to see your work, and I'm sure your teachers are working very hard in helping you improve and achieve your goals. So just take all the guidance from them and progress. Best of luck.
Thanks, Samna. Thank you very much. So I think that's the end of it. If nobody else has anything to say. No, all right. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you. And please wait for results in our channel. See you later, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Bye.